welcome to this new video for my channel, The Mental Traveler. I'm Caro Herrera, and today I'm going to be reviewing a story that belongs in the Star Wars universe, and it's called Outbound Flight. It's a book written by Timothy Zahn and published in 2007. It's set between episode 1 and 2, since Anakin has already become Obi-Wan's Padawan. Before I begin though, let me just say that this will be a video with spoilers, so if you haven't read Outbound Flight, or you don't know that much about the prequel trilogy, which is the best one in my opinion, or about the original Star Wars series, or about Star Wars Rebels, beware. I've been a big Star Wars fan since I was a child, and I've made several reviews in this channel about the books, about the movies, TV series, books, comics. My favorite thing about it is Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader, followed by his relationship with Padme Amidala and the rest of their family. Which leads me to a point of some importance and relevance for me. Seeing as I love the Skywalkers and I detest the sequels, and I do not consider them to be canon, seeing as I don't think they respect the story that George Lucas had previously told. I won't go into particulars in this video because I have already ranted about it in other videos, what Disney is doing with Star Wars, and my disgust about that. But I'm mentioning it now because back when the original trilogy ended, people were desperate for more stories about this family. They wanted to know what was next for Luke, Leia, and Han Solo after the Return of the Jedi. So back in the day, Timothy Zahn wrote several books giving his idea of what might have happened. And while Disney has declared that his stories are just part of the Star Wars legends, seeing as they don't match with their so-called canon sequel films, I infinitely prefer Zahn's sequel stories to theirs. Anyways, in these books, the author came up with a very popular antagonist called Grand Admiral Thrawn, and through the decades, he's been a fan favorite, which is why the amazing show Star Wars Rebels, which, yes, I know it's made by Disney, they have to have at least some good qualities, decided to include him as one of his villains. Anyways, the author began writing a new trilogy which seeks to explore who Thrawn was during the time frame of the prequel and original trilogies. All in all, Timothy Zahn has thus written many books about Thrawn, like the Thrawn Trilogy, the Hand of Thrawn Duology, Survivor's Quest, and this new that includes Thrawn, Alliances, and an upcoming book called Treason. Now, how and where does Outbound Flight fit into all of these novels? Well, since Outbound Flight is set during episode 1 and 2, I like to think of it as the first book about Thrawn, so if you wish to learn who this character is in the chronological order of the narrative, I recommend you to pick Outbound Flight first. Besides, I wanted to read it before I tried Alliances, because in the former Thrawn and a young Padawan Anakin almost meet, and in the latter they interact seeing when they are both two of the Emperor's most valuable men. Set 5 years after the Phantom Menace, there are several plots going on. On the one hand, we meet Thrawn, who is this really smart alien from another galaxy who protects the space boundaries of the Chiss, the alien race to which he belongs. Then back in Coruscant, we have Master C'baoth, who is this really egocentric and vain Jedi Master who is obsessed with the idea of Outbound Flight. This project consists of an enormous vessel that will be sent to explore unknown regions of space with thousands of passengers and several Jedi so that they can all settle in some new place far away from the corruption of the capital. Sort of like what happened in history with explorers settling out to colonize new lands. So what happens when Outbound Flight enters the territory Thrawn is charged to protect? I won't tell you, but add into the mix Anakin and Obi-Wan aboard Outbound Flight, as Senator Palpatine / the Emperor supervising everything that is going on, moving the pieces of the board to his own advantage. Also, without giving too much of the plot away, there is a story called Missed Encounter, also by Zahn, that deals exactly with how is it that Thrawn came to work for the Emperor, and it's set after Outbound Flight. Anyways, regarding the fates of Outbound Flight, one of Zahn's other novels is called Survivor's Quest, and in it Luke Skywalker discovers the fate of this famous vessel. I gave Outbound Flight a 3.5 out of 5 stars review. I really wish I could give it a higher one because all of the other books that I've read about Thrawn, I've really enjoyed them, particularly the Thrawn trilogy. But I guess that in part, I didn't feel as engaged with the narrative of Outbound Flight because I was going through a lot of stress in real life. I couldn't quite concentrate, so that maybe might speak more about me than of the worth of the book. But still, it didn't quite engage me as I feel it should have. I couldn't concentrate, I couldn't escape from my life into a galaxy far away. This doesn't mean that I wouldn't recommend the book. I love Anakin, and catching up with him during his teenage years is always fun. I like his dynamic with Obi-Wan, and I enjoyed the way Zahn wrote Palpatine controlling everything discreetly. I love that it gave us more examples of how the Republic was full of corruption back in the prequel era, and how to an extent it was affecting the Jedi Order and their decision making. But it was cool seeing how Thrawn first came into contact with the Emperor, knowing everything that was gonna come afterwards for these two. But yeah, anyways, I did like Outbound Flight overall, and I think I might one day reread it when I wanna venture once again into the world of Outbound Flight, Mist Encounter, Star Wars Rebels, the Throne Trilogy, and the Hand of Throne duology. Sorry if I missed some. For the moment, though, I believe this is all I have to say about Outbound Flight. Thank you very much for watching my review of it. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you did or if you didn't, because I would love to talk about Star Wars with you. In the description box below, you can find a link to the Goodreads page for the novel. But yes, anyways, I'm Caro Herrera, the Mental Traveler, and I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you're in the world. I'll be seeing you soon. Goodbye, take care, and may the Force be with you.